Hey, it's Karri Flatla here for this week's Friday Fire Saturday edition. I was working late last night. What happens when you buy or sell a house in terms of the actual sale and movement of the money? I've talked about this before, but the questions keep coming up around this one thing is, okay, we made an offer, we got an accepted offer, now what? When do I own the house? Or if you're the seller, when is the house actually sold? That kind of thing. So I thought it'd be worth revisiting briefly this weekend before I head back out to show houses. So when you make an offer, if it's subject to financing, home inspection, sale of home, any type of condition attached to that offer, once the offer is accepted in writing, all terms and conditions signed off on, including the price by both parties, you now have a conditionally accepted offer. It's binding, it's a contract, but the house isn't sold yet until all conditions are waived. Once you have an accepted offer with no conditions attached, then you have a final sale. That's what a cash offer is. So if you get an offer and there's no conditions attached, the minute both parties sign off, it's a final sale, and we can actually put a sold sign up in the ground because the house is sold and you are contractually sold, if that makes sense. Then the other question that we often get is, then what happens after it's sold? When do I pay for the house? When do I get paid for the house? What do I have to do between now and possession day? Also called closing or completion day on the contract. So there are a few steps in there before the money moves. Just know that the closing process, and usually on possession day, is when the money goes from the buyer to the seller. And there's a whole bunch of stuff that happens in there with the lawyers and the bank. We can talk about that another time. Just know the money moves on possession day if all things go smoothly, and the buyer and the seller will have to sit down with their respective lawyers prior to possession day to sign the land transfer in person. You cannot do that electronically, and to review the real property report if you're the buyer, and also review mortgage instructions if you're the buyer and you're getting financing. So there are a lot of things that have to happen even after the house is contractually sold between then and closing day when the money moves. I hope that helps. If you have any questions, 382-7335, or find us at karriflatla.com. Have a terrific weekend, stay cool, and we'll see you for next Friday Fire. Bye-bye.